First things first, let's talk about the tool that will allow us to remove any defects effortlessly and basically in very effective way. I'm talking about the Vary region, which is exactly for the purpose of editing our stuff, removing the defects, or whether adding additional elements. However, now we'll focus the most on removing the defects from our images. In the Discord, this option appears when we upscale any image. So when we click the U1 to the U4. When you create the artworks on the Midjourney website, you should have the Vary region right there, so there in the category More. With that being said, let's discover how it works. I can click simply on it, and we have this entire interface. We are using it very simple. Next to the prompt box, we've got the two tools for applying something like the mask. So there, for example, I can select the rectangle tool, and there I can cover the part that I would like to edit and just remove some defects. And there I can type something. For instance, I can type what I would like to add or whether what I would like to receive. For this case, I want to have the clean space, for example. And now what I can do, I can go over right there and run it. When you have the defects on the image and you will just highlight the part that you would like to edit, even you can maintain the entire prompt, and in most cases it will remove the defects without just providing something like the clean space, like the clean background or something like this. This is our first example with using the sentence clean space. And there you can see it's much more consistent to the entire theme of the image. Because when I upscale this one image, for example, I can see right there I don't have the flower, and there in comparison to the previous one image, I think the second one version is much better. Because pay attention to this one, I would say the element, and there it's much more visible for me. So if you have an image and you think this is something really solid and perfect, however it has only a few defects, you can go over right there and basically use the Vary region to change something, basically adjust some parts or do something else. For instance, now I've got an idea to basically change, I would say, this part of this one chair. So there I can go over to the next one tool, which is the lasso select, and there you can draw, I would say, the mask. So you've got more impact, which one part you're exactly, I would say, selecting. And there, for example, I can type modern chair, or whether modern office chair. And that's everything that you need to do. Also, if you want to undo the actions, so applying the mask, you can go right there to the left top corner of this one entire interface and click on the reset, and there it will be removed. Afterwards, pay attention how solid this is. In a mere seconds, we changed the entire, I would say, the chair and removed the flower, and basically this image, to be honest, is ready to publish on the Adobe Stock, basically without any effort. We did this just in a while with only one single tool. When it comes to removing the defects, there is another one possibility to do this. This method is to go over to any third-party tool, so any Photoshop, and I would say remove the defects manually. However, what I can say, for me it's a little bit time-consuming. Don't get me wrong, you can do this, I would say, in a few minutes. However, in the Midjourney and with the methods that you have learned, you can create tons of images. So there, what I recommend you to do. When you see the image which is almost perfect, you can go over to the Vary region and just in several seconds, just apply, I would say, the changes, and afterwards run the prompt. However, when you have too much defects, basically don't pay attention to this one specific image because you've got others, a lot of alright, and basically you can create hundreds of them just in a while. So there, don't put, I would say, too much attention to the one image. Don't go over to the Photoshop, spend 15 minutes into preparing the art. Of course, remember that we need to maintain the best quality, but not by all means. So I hope that you understand it.